Hi guys, welcome to Garden on a Hill where we talk about easy home gardening. My name is Vin, and if you are like me and you like to garden on the side and be successful at it, this is where I share my simple ways how I did it. If you like seeing my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that bell button so anytime I upload something new, you get notified. So today we're going to talk about growing garlic. It does take 8 to 9 months from clove planting to harvest. So remember, you may want to think about what variety you're going to start with. Basically, there are two types of garlic that you want to keep in mind. There are hardnecks and then there are softnecks. And depending on your area, this is what you're going to plant. Typically, hardnecks are more suitable for northern climates, zone 6 and above, where they have longer winters. If you see this picture here, this purple garlic to the left is a hardneck variety. It has the flower stem going into the bulbs, and that same flower stem is what we also call a garlic scape when it shoots for blooms and flowers. Typically, hardneck varieties require a long winter time to develop the bulb and its leaves, and that's called fertilization. Now on my end, what I planted here in zone 70 is the softneck variety because it doesn't need that long winter and it can handle the fluctuations of winter here in the south where sometimes it gets warm. These softneck varieties do not have that hard stem, so in place of the hard stem, as you can see on this photo, it's going to be the bulbs in the center. So think about that when you start. Now in my case, this is going to be the softneck variety. So basically, you can also plant hardneck varieties here in warmer winter climates, but you just have more success with the softneck varieties. You can actually plant hardneck varieties, but you would need to replicate fertilization by putting them 6 to 8 weeks in a refrigerator to cool to kind of replicate that northern harsh winter climates. I'm gonna call it harsh. Depending on the size of the garlic clove, the larger it is, the larger the bulb it will produce. And the smaller it is, the smaller the bulb will be. I planted all my cloves, regardless if it's big or small, when I got them, and they all became bulbs. You can start your fall planting September to November. I started mine October 7th. Granted that it's 8 months to maturity, you are expecting a May to July harvest. You would need a spot with full sun. In this case, mine has partial shadows due to tall trees in my property, but this spot in total in a day will get 6 to 8 hours. Garlic needs the full sun for the leaves to develop the big bulbs. Since it is a long commitment, you may want to choose a spot on the side of your garden where you will not touch the garlic bulbs during its growing period. Garlic does not like to be touched and moved once established. So this is going to be the clove, and make sure when you put it into the soil 3 inches deep that you put it pointed side up and then flat side in the bottom, 3 inches. Garlic needs loose, rich soil with a lot of organic matter as it is a heavy feeder, and it also needs a well-draining soil. Garlic will not stand wet feet as it will rot the bulbs. I prepared my soil by tilling the clay and mixing in 2 bags of evergreen manure and compost and 1 bag of evergreen soil conditioner to have the soil setup that the garlic needs. I then cover it with a plastic mulch that has 4 to 6 inch holes apart. You can also use regular wood mulch if you have that available. Water it constantly once a week until the garlic leaves emerge as shown on the photo. This is 1 month in progress. Keep it well watered and mulch. Garlic needs consistent watering to develop good bulbs. Throughout the winter, the garlic will look like this until February, so do not worry. It is forming the bulbs in the roots and developing them to be bigger. In the spring, around April, they will start to emerge more leaves. As the leaves emerge, I use a fertilizer to side dress each hole 1 tablespoon of biotone. You can also use blood meal or your choice of 10-10-10 synthetic. When your temperatures in the area are around 80s constantly, you will notice the leaves towards the bottom close to the bulb will start to dry. This is a sign to stop watering and fertilizing. In my case, it was April 15th. You may want to stop that so the bulbs dry at the bottom and it's getting ready for harvest. I also do a test try and pulled one to see if it's ready, and it is. There are several ways you're going to know when your garlic is ready to harvest. One of the telltale signs, of course, is the duration. Typically, softneck garlic here in the South, you plant them in October and they're ready to harvest by June or sometimes May. I planted these October 7th and now it's mid-May, so that's one sign it's ready. The second sign is they do flop to the ground because they start to dry out, and you want them to dry out before you harvest them. So we haven't watered this in probably 2 weeks now, so they're flopping. And the first sign that I know not to water them is when the leaves at the bottom of the garlic die. So let me zoom into one garlic and show you what I mean. So if you look into this one specifically, let me pull some of these garlics out of the way so you can see this one. I can see the bulb is actually mature. You can definitely pull out one as a trial, but what will make you decide if it's ready are these leaves. So each leaf is equivalent to the paper that surrounds the garlic bulbs at the bottom. So in this case, I have 3 extremely dried leaves out of the 10 leaves. So what I've read is if 2/3 of the leaves have turned brown and dried, it means the garlic is ready. So most of these garlics are in that situation, so they are ready. I'm actually going to harvest one and show you. Oh, it's really tight into the ground. Wow. Look at that beautiful softneck garlic. Has some colors of purple, brown, and white. So after harvesting the garlic, make sure you cure them for storing. Curing is the process of drying them to make sure they last longer for storage. Typically, softneck garlics store between 6 to 8 months, and I believe hardnecks store longer if cured correctly. So what I actually do here is put them on a single file under my front porch, not in direct sun, well ventilated to dry out. And I will leave them be like this until everything is brown. And that typically happens in 2 weeks. Look at this bulb. It's been here 4 days now. Look how beautiful that is. So after a week of those 2 weeks of drying, I'm actually going to snip off the roots with a clipper, just so garlic doesn't try to get moisture from the air through the roots. And then also, there's other ways you can store this. You can braid the leaves together once it's already cured. or you can just cut them off about 6 inches from the top of the garlic bulb. And that's how you store it. So that is it. That is my simple way of growing a soft-neck garlics. Oops. But this is ready to be used. This is actually a little dry now. You can also use it fresh. It doesn't matter. The only difference is it's much stronger when it's fresh, but it's always good. Garlic is always good. We may need a lot of toothpaste. So thank you for watching. If you want to try this, go ahead and do it next fall. See you later.